close together like the Heat. And Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Look at Utah. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Porzingis is out there with Jackson. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Butler in a shooting guard. Shot clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Justice Winslow.
And Justice Winslow, a player who's good in some areas on offense, too.
Well, if 30% of your offense, and this is for Justice Winslow, is going to come outside of the 16-foot range, he's got to become a lot more effective in that area. It could be about shot selection, but certainly it's about putting in the work over the summer to become a more capable shooter.
Now, Ingles, after Josh Jackson's three-pointer that didn't go. Ingles passes to Shaken. Passes to Winslow. Stolen by Jackson. And now Utah, fast break. Outside, Porzingis.
Come get it, come get it.
Capella inside. Whiteside's there. Out to Porzingis. Over Gordon. Nice shot by Porzingis.
The defender's probably shrugging to himself, saying, I'm in good position. Well, the problem is, it's Porzingis.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Gordon a screen. Back to Ingles. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Outside Anthony. Outside Butler. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Butler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shake and bake passes to Gordon. Gordon with a screen on Anthony. Back to Gordon. Fires the three. That one's not going to go. And it's Utah the other way. Now Anthony. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Kicks to Ingles. Right side a screen. Here's Milton. And they get it. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside leaps for that offensive rebound, you just know he's going to finish off that play.
Anthony kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Shake and bake passes to Ingles. Right side a screen. Shot clock at 5. The 11-footer. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Porzingis again. Porzingis has got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. To the middle. Ingles passes to Shake and bake. Nice touch on the bank shot. Utah leading by 7.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Eric Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Heat, they trail by 7. Now here's Anthony. D right on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Brent, I was looking up what you said about Spoelstra and his multiple NBA titles. Less than 15 coaches ever have done that.
I mean, you're an incredibly special coach to be on that kind of list, and you feel like Eric Spoelstra doesn't quite get the recognition from the general NBA public, certainly amongst the coaching ranks. These guys look at what Eric Spoelstra was able to do with that roster and marvel at the young guys' efforts and exploits during that time.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Here's Porzingis. And stolen by Whiteside. Gordon dishes to Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Jazz leading by 4. Anthony with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Porzingis. No good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. He'd have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. They get the rebound. Whiteside kicks to Ingles. Gordon with a screen on Butler. Ingles passes to Shake and Bake. Gordon against Jackson. There's the dish to Ingles. Drops in the tray. Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Outside Anthony. Tries to snap the cold streak. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best, you think?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit. I had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
Here's Shake and Bake. He has 5. He dishes it to Winslow. Clock at 6. Utah with the rebound. And here is Anthony. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Screen by Capella. Lets it go from deep. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Jackson.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Now here's Gordon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Butler kicks to Jackson. Back to Butler. From deep. Out to Anthony. There's the 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Shake and Bake passes to Whiteside. Feeds it to Gordon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Brent, you played briefly with the Heat. What was it like coming to this team mid-season and getting to play with a player who is revered by Miami fans in Alonzo Mourning?
Well, the thing that I always thought about with Alonzo Mourning was the intensity with which he played with, and to watch his approach both in practice and in his preparation to get ready for big-time basketball was the most impressive part of having an opportunity to suit up with a Hall of Famer in Alonzo Mourning.
Here's Valanciunas. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Jazz lead by 7. There's the screen. Here's Harkless. The rebound by the Jazz. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Jackson can't get that one to fall. And here's Anthony for 3. Got a piece of it. The Heat trailed by 7. Here's Lever. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Hawks. Screen by Porzingis. 3-on-3. Here's Collins. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Utah called for the foul. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Collins. A different look for Utah. Robert Covington's checked in for Jackson. Boomer comes in for Butler. And ABC subbed in for Anthony. Here's ABC. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. It's Covington on the wing. Now here's Harkless. Defended by Covington. Good. Shake and Bakes got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's ABC. Out to the right wing. Pass to Boomer. Fires from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now the feed to Harkless. Porzingis with the steal. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Abrinas. Over to the left wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Jazz leading by 3. ABC passes to Valanciunas. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Miami. And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
.59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's stolen.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Good on both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, Harkless with the bucket. Harkless has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Porzingis. That shot no good. And Miami the other way now.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
He kicks it to Valanciunas. And the shot is good. Valanciunas has got 6.
Well, I like Porzingis there. Could not have taken it by himself, but still has a hand in the hoop.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Utah. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there? Jazz leading by 4. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Robert Covington. Boomer out there with ABC. And there's Porzingis. And it's Valanciunas in the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Porzingis. Back to Valanciunas. Off with the layup.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Harkless dishes to Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. A different look for Utah. Johnson, he's checked in for Porzingis. Jackson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Butler in for Boomer. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. ABC passes to Butler. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
And Brent, even though it might be somewhat counterintuitive, the numbers show that up-tempo styles are fairly high in efficiency. That may surprise some people. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think what gives in that scenario, Kevin, is it's so hard to scramble back with teams that are operating in the first 6 or 7 seconds of the shot clock to cover the three-point line. All of a sudden, you're running out to guys and opening up space in the interior. That's going to open up drive opportunities to the lane and easy layups. And where you see that most are big men who are getting taken advantage of by running back into the paint. Those threes are worth more than 2. That math class pays off.
It does. I can tell. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson has the open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Timeout called, the Heat. Hey, Greg, when you watch Josh Jackson play, it's easy to see that he can eventually be one of the best defenders in the league if he works at it.
The blocks and steals, I think, will always be there for Jackson with that. Length. As he progresses as a player, though, he should improve in the little things. It reminds you a bit of a young Andre Iguodala at times with how explosive he can be athletically.
And the Heat making a change here. Collins is checked in. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Lever. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out left to the wing. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Here's ABC. And it's Miami with the rebound. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Butler, no good. The Heat trail by 5. Lever passes to Gordon. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lever. Looking for his first basket still in this one. He feeds it to Collins. And the Heat, another 3.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
6 to shoot. Here's Butler. Butler missing again.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Miami with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Gordon a screen. 5 on the clock. Harkless kicks to Gordon. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Winslow's checked in for Harkless.
Justice Winslow.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's ABC. They get a hand on it. In transition, here comes Miami. Ingles with the ball. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
There's the pass to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Now Jackson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. No good again that time. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. For the Jazz, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Porzingis comes in for Bryce Johnson. And Anthony subbed in for ABC. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Brent, you have 2 championship rings. Some guys would kill for 1. Talk about a season where you thought you would capture a title, but for some reason it just wasn't meant to be.
It's interesting, after the 2005 championship in San Antonio, coming back in 2006, I thought we were destined to get the job done that very next year. And it's funny how slight the difference is between a championship season and just a contending season, Kevin. An injury, a bounce, a foul, a free throw. It makes you appreciate the fragility of what a championship season is all about.
Well said. Here's Gordon. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Now here's Anthony. D right on him. Screen by Porzingis. Clock at 6. The putback. It's good on the putback. Capella's got it all tied up now for Utah.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Outside Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he sinks the second. Whenever you get a chance to see Porzingis play, Brent, you get a sense of excitement.
He's definitely one of the players in the league that I like to watch, and mostly because I'm interested in the progression of Kristaps Porzingis. When he first came in, it was all about those follow-up highlight dunks on the offensive end where he was throwing things down as putbacks. But now it's about refining his game and becoming more consistent night in and night out.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. In the corner, Winslow with it. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Back to Winslow. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Heat lead by 1.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Anthony kicks to Jackson. Butler sets a screen for Jackson. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's really great at keeping after misses, using those long arms and quick instincts to snag rebounds.
Right side a screen. They set the pick. Dishes to Collins. Down low. On the jam by Whiteside.
Well, even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
Anthony with it. 5 points in the game. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Anthony. Nice ball movement by Utah. Three-pointer, Butler. Collins grabs the miss.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Abrines' shot is off. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to Cleveland. Shots good by Butler. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's shake and bake. Covered by Anthony. Here's Collins. Utah with the rebound. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Anthony for 3. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Here's Abrines. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis. For Miami, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And he knocks down the first one. Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Capella sets a screen for Anthony. For the 3. But they'll get another chance. There's Jackson with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Jazz. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
ABC's checked in for the Jazz. And they double up Whiteside. Outside Butler. Passes it to ABC. Picked him clean. Shake and bake passes to Gordon. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's shake and bake. Defended by Butler. Here's Milton. Rebounded by Jackson.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
From outside the arc, Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Gordon inside. He's guarded by Johnson. And Capella sends it back. And then Gordon with the dunk. And for the Jazz, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. ABC passes to Butler. Kicks to Johnson. Screen by Capella. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Shot off the pick. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Timeout called, the Heat.
And you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
A different look for Utah. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Capella. Robert Covington comes in for Jackson. And it's Boomer in for Butler. There's shake and bake. He's got 7. And here is Harkless. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Oh.
Putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The dish to Valanciunas. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Feeds it to Harkless. And it's Miami with another.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. For the Heat, their last game a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. We've got Gordon. Shaking big out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Winslow, and it's Whiteside in the center position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. That shot, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Porzingis against Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. And Capella sends it back. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Capella kicks to Butler. He had stolen by Ingles. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. And Capella sends it back. And the jam by Whiteside. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Anthony dishes to Capella. Out to Anthony. Nice ball movement by Utah. Jackson passes to Butler. No good on the 3. The Heat leading by 8. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Milton, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Capella. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Gordon with a screen on Butler. Pass to Ingles. He dishes it to Whiteside. Fires from the line. And that one goes long.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
And this is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
The Heat with the lead. The feed to Winslow. Pass to Whiteside. Here's shake and bake. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, "I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post." Agreed. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. Anthony drives in. Screened by Porzingis. Offensive rebound. From downtown. Here's Capella. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
For Utah, they've been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Both good from the line that time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. There's shake and bake. He's got 11. He kicks it to Ingles. He feeds it to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that's using your noodle there by Winslow, finding a way to give the defense no choice but to send him to the free throw line. The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Anthony kicks to Porzingis. And it's blocked by Gordon.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Lets it go from deep. Right side, the pass to Shaken. Whiteside kicks to Gordon. That one drops for him. Gordon's got 11 points.
And a cued in Hassan Whiteside on that play. Great at playing within the offense and then spotting the open man.
Up off the screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call. And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player. And Butler is a true leader, a guy his teammates look up to and one of the best in our game.
There's the pick. The rebound by the Jazz. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
The Heat leading by 4. Gordon a screen. On the wing, Gordon. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
In transition, here comes Miami. Shake and bake passes to Gordon. Here's Milton. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Shake and bake's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
There's the screen. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Robert Covington comes in for Jackson. Boomer, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And ABC subbed in for Anthony. Screen by Porzingis. Over Gordon. Another miss by Utah.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Right side a screen. Now here's Ingles. He's got 10. Right side dishes to Gordon. With the clock winding down. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
And a nice show of strength from Whiteside there. Slapped on the shot, but still makes the basket.
And there are a lot of things to like about Hassan Whiteside's game, but one is his focus on his ability to rebound.
There's so many nights where you look at the stat sheet and Whiteside collecting 15, 18, 20 rebounds. That is a guy who dominating the glass, and that can give you confidence as a defender that your big man is going to take care of any miss.
There's Shake and Bake. 14 points for him. The wide open look here for Ingles. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Porzingis. Out to the right wing. Here's ABC. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity strike here in the second.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
Collins checked in for the Heat. Alex Abrinas comes in for Joe Ingles. Shake and bake passes to Whiteside. Winslow kicks to Collins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
The pass to Shaken. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jazz trail by 10. ABC passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Here's Milton. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Heat have gone 9 of 13 from the line. Harkless is checked in for the Heat. He doesn't get the second one. Passes to ABC. Outside, Porzingis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The closer Porzingis gets to the basket, the more aggressive he becomes, and for good reason. He's going to get fouled.
So he gets them both.
Remember, the 4th pick overall in the draft, Porzingis emerging as a key contributor way ahead of schedule.
Dishes it to Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. ABC passes to Porzingis. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Porzingis has got 12 points here in the second half.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Timeout called, the Heat. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And so here is Miami. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Shake and Bake. 15 points in the game. Porzingis comes with the double team. Collins. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's ABC. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Covington kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, everything Porzingis touches turning to Zelts. That's Latvian for gold, Kevin.
Right wing. There's Abrinas. Offensive rebound, Heat. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 9 points now in just the second half. ABC passes to Porzingis. buries it down low. Porzingis has got 25 points in the game.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
.56 seconds left in the third. Right side, high post. Here's Abrines. Hits it from three-point range. Abrines has got 5 points so far.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
It's hauled in by the Heat.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
For Miami, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Screen by Porzingis. Here's Boomer. Fires from deep. Miami leading by 9. Harkless on the wing. Shake and bake passes to Lever. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's ABC. Finished off the break. ABC's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. The Heat with the lead. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jimmy Butler. Robert Covington out there with Porzingis. And it's ABC. And it's Valanciunas, and at the 5, roaming the paint.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Here's the screen. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target with his 3. Miami leading by 10. Over in the corner, Harkless. No good on the 3. Utah shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. One minute now into this fourth quarter.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Puts it up. They get it again from outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Harkless has got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy. Fix.
Utah calls timeout.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
A different look for Utah. Johnson comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jackson in for Robert Covington. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Collins. Past to Rhodes. Here's Lever. Kicks to Harkless. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. Finished off the break. 8 points for ABC.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Lever. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Butler. It's tipped. Here's Rhodes. Uses both hands to slam it down.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
There's the screen. Three-pointer, Butler. Utah with a fresh 24. And then Johnson with the jam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Abrinas kicks to Collins. And he jams it with authority.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal. Due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Jazz trail by 18. They set the screen. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Sinks the triple.
And this is an element of Butler's game that is deadly. He's as consistent as it gets, rising up off the pass.
The dish now to Collins. Johnson over to help. Feeds it to Collins. Here's Lever. And it's Abrinas in the corner. And the Heat another three. Jazz trail by 18. Here's ABC. Johnson right side. To the middle. Here's Collins. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Butler dishes to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Jackson is terrific at using that athleticism on the low block, getting high off the ground so the D can't do anything but block.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
Gordon's checked in for Miami. Joe Ingles comes in for Alex Abrinas. Jazz trail by 19. ABC passes to Valanciunas. Count that bucket.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now Gordon. Ingles in the corner. The 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Yeah, and making them. Once you get into this kind of rhythm with the 3 ball, it is so difficult for the defense to do anything about it. Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Collins. Some solid defense there from Jackson. 3-pointer, Butler. And the foul called on ABC. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Jazz with some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Porzingis comes in for Bryce Johnson. And Anthony.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hello.
That's a beautiful jam.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. The Heat making a switch here.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Anthony kicks to Butler. Capella with a screen on Gordon. The kick outside to Butler. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Miami leading by 17. On the wing, Gordon. He dishes it to Ingles. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
Jazz trail by 17. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. The 3-pointer, no good. Miami's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And they double up Gordon. Good ball movement here by Miami. A nice shot by Winslow.
All those hours in the offseason working on the catch-and-shoot jumper, it pays off there. When he shoots it with confidence, it looks good.
Screen by Porzingis. There's the pick. Over Ingles. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And there's the feed to Whiteside. And the pass to Shake and Bake. Floats one. Jazz trail by 19. Anthony kicks to Porzingis. And stolen by Whiteside. Inside. It's tipped. Passes it to Shake and Bake. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. The first free throw is good. In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do. But with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about. To bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft, teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
Yeah, I do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella.
A great job by Whiteside there to get himself to the free throw line so he could knock that one down.
And the Heat with some changes. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Justice Winslow. Jazz trailed by 21. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
From deep Ingles. Rebound, Utah. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Porzingis can't hit.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Right side, no good. And for the Jazz, they're shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Porzingis, that's a 2. It's good from the top of the key. Porzingis has got 18 points just in the second half.
Porzingis with a soft jump shot there. Nice touch.
To the inside. Robinson dishes to Harkless. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Harkless.
And you'll take that shot every time down. Beautiful work all the way around.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Hassan Whiteside.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Dishes it to Robinson. They double him with Butler. Robinson kicks to Whiteside. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Out to Anthony. Launches it. Again, the miss by Anthony. And here's Miami. Pass to Ingles. Here's shake and bake to the paint. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
producer. Yeah.